Hey there, Tad Hargrave from Marketing for Hippies, just here behind Mother Nature's market on Cook Street. Here's a thought I had recently, and I've said this to a number of people. The trouble I see often with when people struggle with niche, when people struggle with articulating their point of view, it's not that they don't have enough clarity. It's actually they have too much clarity, but it's a mess. Let's say if we could imagine that clarity is yarn, like a ball of yarn. And every inch of yarn you have, that's a bit more clarity. And you've got this huge ball of yarn. In fact, you have multiple balls of yarn, multiple colors. But they're all tangled up in a pile on the floor. That's what I'm talking about. It's not that there isn't enough yarn. There's actually so much yarn. That's why if you just had 1 inch of this color, 1 inch of that, 1 inch of that, there'd be no tangle at all. But because you have, a skein of this and a skein of that, and you have dozens and dozens and dozens of yards of each, this actually becomes more of a problem because there's more to tangle. So that's the problem I see. So I would just say take heart. If you feel completely stymied on your niche, especially if you've been in business for a while and you feel completely stuck, take heart. What that probably means is you've actually got too much clarity. Too much just meaning it's not organized. And so what's the next step? The next step is not soul searching. The next step is not journaling for days and days. The next step is fundamentally organizing, taking your thoughts and ideas and putting them in the right buckets. So that's something that, I've had to become very good at working with clients. That's a lot of the basis of my work, my day-long workshop, Marketing for Hippies 101. If you haven't checked it out, I recommend it, marketingforhippies.com/intro, if you haven't been. But in that day, and I suppose it's true for every marketing coach, we all have our models, and you can put things in the different buckets. So for example, one of the important distinctions people need to make is, wait, is this my point of view or is this my niche? Another distinction that people need to start making is, within the niche thing, is this belong in the what, the where, the when, the why, the how, the who? Does it belong? And then if it belongs in the who, is this big circle? Is this little circle? And if it belongs in the little circle, is this island A, island B? Is this equality? Is this psychographic, demographic? You see what I'm saying? There are all these buckets, and where people get so screwed up is they don't know where to put what. And because they don't know where to put it, it's a jumble. And this is why we hire professionals who can look at the mess and see the message in it, who can look at the troubles we have and see the trail that goes through it. So there you go. If you're struggling, maybe you're actually really, really clear. Maybe you know a lot. I remember, here's one of the places this came through for me. This was years ago. Jeffrey Van Dyke and Suzanne Falter-Barnes, God bless them both, were doing a workshop, a 2-day weekend workshop on mostly niching, spiritual marketing, and they asked me to come and speak at it, which was very kind, or gave me as a kind of case study, I think, around my pay what you can work and the niching stuff. And I was sitting in the hallway. A woman came out of the workshop, and she just looked so frustrated. She said, I'm so frustrated with my niche. I just have no idea what my niche is. I don't have any clarity on this at all. And I said, I'm guessing that's not true. And so I got a piece of paper and a pen, and I just started asking her questions about her niche. I said, well, I can't help you with what you don't know, but I can maybe help you with what is clear, what you do know. So I started asking her these questions. What do you know about them? What is clear? What is clear? And that was basically my question for the next 15 minutes, just what's clear? What do you know? What else is clear? And that gave, everything she said gave me more info for questions that I could ask, more context, and I kept asking. And by the time I was done, I had a page full, tightly packed notes, handwritten, of her niche. There you go. So tell me again how unclear you were. See what I'm saying? She was very clear, actually, but it was disorganized. So are you clear? Are you unclear? Or are you unorganized? That may be the question. But organization starts with knowing where to put things, what bucket things go in. So this is where it just really does help to get the professional help, whether you're paying or not. I mean, if you, I've got tons of free videos here on YouTube. I know lots of other marketing coaches do as well. Workshops you can go to, whatever model you subscribe to. If you can take your own, what you know, and put it into those containers, you may find, and that can really take, again, somebody who knows what they're doing to do it. That's probably one of the main things I do in my puttering sessions, and certainly in the mentorship program when I was running that. That was most of what I was doing, was I'd have these huge Google Docs and I'd be helping people organize it. So they would answer basically a huge questionnaire, and then I would take their answers and help them to organize it, start to put things together. So they would send me their answers, I'd work on it, I'd send it back to them in kind of an updated shape with more questions. They would send it back, and we just go back and forth for months sometimes until we got it and we hit it. And it was almost always clarity. I mean, it was coming from them. I was just organizing it and helping to see what's a headline and what's a subheadline and what belongs where. So it's a real skill. And I would just say, for all the business and marketing consultants out there, this is one of the biggest skills your clients need from you. It's not for you to generate clarity for them. It's for you to help them organize what they have. So that's all. Thank you so much for watching these videos. If you'd like to subscribe to my videos, of course you do. After all that, of course you do. There's a little red button and a bell icon, and you can click on that. And if you like the video, it helps. If you share the video, it helps even more. If you leave a comment, it may turn into another video that I do. marketingforhippies.com is my website. I'm on Facebook as well. I think that's it for today. Thanks so much.